Well, we take a look at the Atlantic where we have Tropical Storm Oscar, but also the flash drought affecting much of the U.S. as the worst drought conditions here since January 2023. So Tropical Storm Oscar, not too menacing, 45-mile-per-hour winds moving over portions of Cuba here in the Caribbean, and expected to stay a tropical storm. At least that's the official forecast here from the Hurricane Center. But some of the models do strengthen it to potentially some hurricane intensity, but is expected to veer off to the northeast, not affecting the U.S. mainland here over the coming days. So that's the good news. We were in the final weeks here of the hurricane season for the Atlantic. So hopefully things can calm down, but significant rainfall, several plus inches of rainfall will fall in those Caribbean areas in the path of Oscar here over the next couple of days. And again, most of the models do keep it off into the Atlantic here as an extra tropical cyclone, maybe affecting portions of Newfoundland and New Brunswick as we head into the next week or so. But again, some models do put it into that Category 1 hurricane strength, so it's already a named storm. Most models do keep it in the tropical storm intensity, and that follows in line with the Hurricane Center forecast. But for the rest of us, it's been a lack of rain, a lot of drought popping up here across the country, except for areas that have seen some of that tropical moisture from hurricanes here. The latest drought monitor showing deepening drought, just the 1 week change. All these yellow areas are areas that slipped a category into either abnormally dry or moderate or severe drought categories. And when we compare the current drought monitor to a month ago, you can see the difference. A lot of the upper Midwest, portions of the Ohio River Valley really slipping into drought. That 4 week change or 1 month change in the drought really is telling the story here. Lots of the central U.S., yellow and oranges, and into the northeast too. That means areas that have really slid into drought, almost a flash drought by definition here. And when we compare it to June, when much of the northern and eastern part of the country was very wet, look at the difference. The only drought was really in the southwest, parts of southern Florida, ironically, and then parts of the west. But really that's filled in a lot here. And most of that is just the last 4 to 6 to 8 weeks. And we've really been dominated by this upper level pattern, big upper level high pressure ridge aloft that's pushed the jet stream in most storm systems up and around most areas. So these are rainfall deficits over the past 60 days from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up to Minnesota. We're talking several inches behind, but also parts of the Northeast and the Ohio River Valley. So that puts us back to the worst drought conditions since January of 2023. So almost 2 years for the U.S. as a whole. So pretty incredible deepening drought situation as we head into fall. Later fall and winter, at least the northern part of the U.S. typically is drier.